Louisville, Kentucky.
There she is. There she is. I knew you were on the call, Vicky Soto. Two-car Vicky Soto. Let me get it right. How are you this morning, dear?
Just lovely. Just doing great. Anxious to hear my business partner, Mr. Denise Moore, on the call. Woo-hoo!
I know. What is this day? This is the day of Coach Moore coming to the call, the woman who is simply what? Amazing. Amen. Well, thank you so much, Vicki. And who else is on the line?
Jesse Bowden. Hang on.
Oh, yes, Jesse Bowden in the house once again. Good morning, Jesse Bowden. And how are you this morning, sir?
Outstanding, Diane, and good morning to the rest of the Shin family out there.
Amen. Well, thank you again for coming to the call. And who else is with us, family? Come on, give us a shout-out.
Forrest Chapman, Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, my goodness. Forrest, you're in the house. Wow. Well, welcome. Miss you. How are you and your husband?
Everything is fine.
That's
getting ready to go
wonderful.
To the end of the month.
Oh, you are? Okay. All right. Well, it's surely good to hear your voice. Thank you for coming to the call. And who else is in the house with us this morning? Uh-oh, someone's breaking up. I don't know who it is, but welcome to the call.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Well, the conference is in presentation mode now, family. So I'm getting ready to welcome our two-star pastor, Dr. Honey Dale Wafer, to the call. Welcome, sir, to the call. How are you this morning?
Hey, I'm well, good. Can you hear me?
Yes, hear you loud and clear.
Well, welcome everybody to the call. This is a team effort lifestyle call with two-star Pastor Dale Wafer and my partner, two-star Pastor Denise McDowell. We're so glad to have you guys on the call with us today. And we're excited about this is Friday, guys. Woo! Friday, man, I tell you, we made it through this week. We had some great coaching, some great teaching through this week. We've had some great testimonies this week as well. And you know what? We're just getting pumped up, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling because we're going to go into the weekend on fire, just sharing what this product has that is changing people's lives and what this company is doing in the lives of people. So we're really excited about you all being on this call, and we're looking forward to some great, awesome coaching today. As you know, this is Friday, and on Friday we have our friend out of Dayton, Ohio, Miss Executive and LCQ qualifier, Denise Moore, as our coach today, and we're looking forward to seeing and hearing everything that she has to share and download in it. I want you to sit back, get a pen and paper, take it out, take your notes, get ready to rock and roll as we listen and learn from Coach Denise Moore. Denise, are you with us?
Good morning. I'm here, Pastor Dale.
Good morning, lady. How are you doing?
Amazing. Of course.
Of course. I'm ready to move out of the way and this show over to you. What you got for us today?
Oh, guys. Well, thank you. I've got some good stuff today. And I have been setting the stage for the last 3 weeks to build to this point. So I'm hoping it'll be an aha moment for most people. For the last 3 Fridays, I've been bringing customers on with powerful testimonies because at the end of the day, that's really what we do. We help people get results. Our products are, bar none, top of the line, powerful, and efficacious. So I've really just been building the stage because sometimes we feel a little stuck in what we're trying to do. We feel stuck that we're not growing as fast as we'd like to grow. And I always say, let's just go back to the basics. Why are we all on the call today? Why are we all here in the Team Effort Network organization? Why are we passing on the word and spreading the good news? Because the products are awesome. And again, we got to keep that in the forefront of our mind, that we have something that everybody wants and or needs. So again, today, I'm going to build on that, because now that we've got this solid foundation of how awesome our product is in the marketplace, let's talk about the marketplace that we operate in. And this is kind of like the big bad wolf, Pastor Dale, because it's network marketing. Okay? I mean, and I want to say that it's network marketing, and we have to have the posture that this industry brings forth, because people are real nervous. We have people who are part of the organization that are still a little squirmish about network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct marketing. They really are. They almost like, oh, I really don't want them to know. No, you really do want them to know, especially since you're a part of Team Effort Network. So today, we're going to talk about network marketing. And we're going to talk about the advantages of network marketing. And I'm going to break it down in really tiny bite-sized pieces of what we do to resonate and bring forth that point in our daily activities along the lines of our TTPs and our trainings and the like. Now, Pastor Wafer, if you recall, when you were here for the Super Saturday, what did I say when I started the presentation? What did I say? What I said. You go ahead and say what I said. When I first opened it up.
You're going to have to get me with that one.
Okay, you forgot. I said, put your purse away, put your wallets away. Absolutely. Just put them away, because people are here for what? Education and understanding.
That's right. I remember now.
Okay. And at that point, did all the guests seem to be like sigh of relief? Okay.
Everybody exhaled.
Everybody exhaled. Okay. So really and truly setting the tone. And I'm talking about setting the tone for network marketing. That's what I'm saying. And the way that we do that effectively here in Dayton, and we're starting to do more of it, every opportunity that we get in our TTP, we open the presentation with just that. We welcome everybody for coming, tell them to hold on to their seats, because they're about to be exposed to something that is revolutionizing the way people are getting results along the lines of health and wellness. And we go right into it. Yes, this is network marketing. That's how we bring this value into the marketplace. We get that out. You're not holding your breath to the end, and they're not waiting to see, okay, what's the hook? What's the catch? No. So having that posture and bringing that to the forefront, this is what we do. By the way, I sold $200 worth of product downtown at a parking meter by doing just that. This is what I have. This is what it is. And they immediately jump right in. If you can just be real transparent coming in, people don't have to be squirmish or have misconceptions. So what does that look like? Let's just talk about it. And if you guys have a pencil and a piece of paper, you may want to jot down a few notes, because I'm going to speak relatively quickly, but I'm just going to give you some hot topics, basically. What do we call it? Just some hot spots in network marketing and the industry. First and foremost, when we open up, we ask people, if you're unsatisfied with your line of work, there is a better way. And again, defining what that better way is, which is what we do and how we bring value to this marketplace, which is network marketing. And really, truly, to sum it up, it's a great opportunity for anyone who time has a limit on their time and their hands are tied with a lot of their daily regular routine in their life. It's for people who would love to make a full-time living at a part-time level. And again, we define some of the best companies in America that fall under that umbrella. So right then and there, even before the presentation starts, not only are the guests at ease, because they know they're going to hear about these great products that are changing people's lives, but they also know that there's a business component, and how we do that business is network marketing. Also, it takes so much stress and pressure off of the representative, the person who actually invited them there, because everybody's holding their breath right till we get to the end. You don't have to do that. You can exhale. So when we get into talking about what this industry looks like, we paint the picture. And first of all, in painting the picture, and this goes relatively quickly. There's not anything long and drawn out because we can't wait to get to the tasting part of the party. But we paint the picture. Small amount of risk. And I want people to internalize this, because this is that posture that we all need when we are inviting people to take a look at what we're doing and how we're doing it. So again, remember, small amount of risk. I've owned a business before. As a matter of fact, one of the largest minority-owned vending companies in the state of Ohio. And the risks were huge as an entrepreneur. There was a huge outlay of cash. And that's it. You have owned businesses and still do. So you know that in this industry, our risks are pretty much almost eliminated. The demand for good quality products, but this is what makes Team Effort International so great. Our products, the demand is so high. Again, we can't even keep them here. I have people emailing me, texting me every day, I need this. And how about, it's nice to say I don't have it. But also, if you really think about our products, I'm going to really make this easy. I usually will ask our partners, ask yourself these questions. First and foremost, when you're presenting this, you want to have this type of posture. Would I still consume our product if there was no opportunity at all? Now, that's deep, because what I'm saying is, would you still be in this business if you knew that there was no money to be made? Would you still continue to share the information about our amazing sprays because you know that they can help someone and change people's lives? Would you do it for free? Second, do the sprays actually bring benefit besides the opportunity to make money? So that's the flip side. Think about all the benefit. And the plus is you can make money. And lastly, the value. How much value do we really bring to our community and our marketplace, our friends, our families, people we know, people we haven't even met yet when they try these sprays? Well, the value is in 3 Fridays ago, all of those testimonials. Hands down, we absolutely do that. And I say ask yourself those questions because these are intrinsic values that you have to understand about our industry, especially if you're going to share our industry, our business, our products, our plan with anyone. Residual income. That's another reason. Think about it. We do something once and we get paid over and over and over. It's called volume. It's called points. Yes. And we actually can design a lifestyle around that with residual income. So, again, I go to my job every day, and I love what I do, but guess what? I got to start over every single month. We don't do that in this industry. That's how powerful it is. And let's not be remiss not to talk about the potential income that can be made in this industry, where there's no cap on how much money we can generate. When you work in corporate America or just mainstream, there is a job description. There is a limitation regardless of how long and how hard you work and how much you give, weekends, nights, it doesn't matter. There is usually a limitation on the income, and there's a cap. Here, your income is not tied to the market standards. It is tied to you. Isn't that awesome? It is tied to your efforts and your ability to deliver. That is what it is tied to. And I don't know about you guys, but I know what I can do, and I am ready to do it, especially if I know it can change the rest of my life as well as my family's life. And I especially like this part about the industry. There are no employees. Woohoo! I at one time had several employees, and I'll tell you, it's not fun. But to be working with an affiliate, somebody just who's locked arms and they're ready to run with you, working independently together to help each other succeed, now that right there is key. So this industry offers that. Another thing we have to look at is, I'd say the risks are low. Well, the operating costs are, how about 0 to none? Little or nothing, because even your products are your operating costs, but you use them, you consume them. You can share those with other people. So that eliminates any of the overhead that most people have in traditional businesses. And leverage, how about instead of you doing everything or a few people doing a lot, how about a lot of people doing a little? That's how this thing works. And that's what we try to convey, and that will resonate with our team. We all can just do a little, and we can all have a lot. I love to go. And I know there's people on this call, they love to go to different places. They love to travel all around the country and maybe even all around the world. I strongly believe in going. Well, with this industry, my business is portable. I can take it with me. Because of the advent of technology, this industry allows us to pick up and go. We can do our business anywhere. I couldn't do that before in my other business. But again, the portability of the business, the 10 business, in my opinion, is number one, because that gives me freedom, attainable freedom. And I want you guys on the line to imagine having a lifestyle of the rich and famous. Imagine you put in hard work up front. And I always say 3 to 5 years, because God willing, we're all going to be somewhere 3 to 5 years. And not only that, but 3 to 5 years goes really, really, really fast. And what I'm finding, the older I get, it goes even faster. But again, that freedom, when all the pieces are in place, the life of a network marketer can be really fulfilling. We've heard the stories. We've met individuals who have hit those levels. We see the lifestyle. We ourselves have been engaged in parts of that lifestyle along the lines of knowing that we can achieve the LCQ qualifying and the DCQ, all the lifestyle bonuses that Mel and Amy have put forth. That's part of that freedom. And again, I always say we can build our dreams, or somebody will hire us to build theirs. So how do we get there? We sharpen up our skills. We get a clear understanding of the industry that we are operating in, and then we just do it. So with that said, back to you, Pastor Dale. I just wanted to share our industry. I'm so excited about the industry. I get even more excited about it every time I share it with a new person.
Well, that's some powerful, powerful stuff that you just told us. And I hope everyone on the call really took some notes, because, when you think about, the opportunity that, this industry gives people, it's like you said, if you will do this and not get paid, if you do this just from the satisfaction of seeing other people well, I mean, that alone lets you know, this is a business, this is an industry that will work for you. And I love the portability of this. Oh my gosh. I could be on the plane, I could be vacationing, I could be hanging out someplace else, and start talking to people about my business. You can have an international business just by talking to people, and they go back and, start this business in their country, and and now all of a sudden you got an international business. And you're taking these trips overseas to talk and to help your business partners, and those trips are paid for by your business. They're right off on your taxes. That's what I love about this business, because everywhere I go and I talk to people about this business, you know what? I'm adding that on my checklist. I'm writing it on my check when I cash out. Oh, this was a business meeting. I've been talking to so-and-so at so-and-such place. on this time, and they're going to do X, Y, and Z. These are the great things about this business, and the great point that stands out that I just love is your income is tied to you. You decide if you want to raise this week, talk to more people. If your income is not what you want it to be, guess what? You're the only person that can change it. When you get to the glass ceiling and you're working for somebody else as an employee, you get to the glass ceiling and they say, well, you can't go up no higher and there's no more money. You're at the top scale, you're maxed out. And now you got 10, 15 years left at that company and you've already at the top of the ceiling, you're maxed out. They're not going to pay you any more money. They may give you, 3% or 4% every year just to, keep inflation off of you. But I mean, goodness, you're tapped out. It doesn't matter how hard you work, how creative you become. You can't go any higher. You can't make any more money. Well, in this industry, in this business, you have the ability to go as high as you choose, to work as hard as you want, and to make as much as you need. That is key to this business. That's why I love this industry. This industry has been good to Diane and I. And I'm telling you, if you focus on the things that Denise has shared with us today, you focus on these areas and say, what are one of these areas that stands out to me? What is one of these areas that's my why, that's important to me? Let me tell you, it will change your life. No question at all. Well, Denise, these are some great points, and you got to train. You got to do this in some training. We maybe need to add this to our training routine.
And this is just one module of this overall piece. I'm hoping to come back the following few Fridays to finish off and close out this particular end of our business. This is key.
This is very key, and this is definitely something, the information that people need to have, because a lot of people get leery about the term network marketing, MLM, direct sales, relationship marketing, whatever you want to call it. They get a little leery of it, and then when they talk to other people, and other people say, oh, is this a pyramid scheme? And they just break apart, they fall apart, and they don't know the value of what this industry brings. And, it has to be articulated like you just articulated.
Because they have to be comfortable. And this is why I wanted to talk about this today. You got to be all in. You got to be all in, not just on how great the sprays are, because we already know that. You got to be all in on this industry, because this is an industry. It's a huge industry. It's a trillions and trillions of dollar industry. And you got to embrace that. I always say we are running multi-million-dollar businesses. It's in the palm of our hand, and basically it's in a spray. And we're delivering it through an industry that can produce hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And you have to have that mindset. You've got to know, because when people come toward you and there's some rejection and there's that emotional attachment to the outcome, you've got to know you got the deal. They may not know that now, but they will eventually know that. And when they get it, because of your posture, because of your persistence, because of your commitment and your dedication to changing people's lives, they're coming on and your organizations are going to grow. Look at me. This is how Vicki got me. Yes, Vicki didn't just show me and ask me once. It's not even if. It's just when they come on. So we have to remember that. Please remember that. You're a part of something great and good. Back to you, Pat.
Well, I tell you, thank you so much. That was an amazing call. Great information. Looking forward to the next 2 Fridays. This is an amazing call, guys. I hope you take something away from here that's really positive for you, that can really, really help you to be encouraged and to really focus on what you have in your hands in this industry and in this business. When you have a great company and a great compensation plan with a great product, use it to your full potential. And there's not many of them that are out there today. A lot of them are doing some other deals. There's a lot of great companies in our industry, but you know what? You got a company that you know that the product works. Thank you so much for, again, Coach Denise Moore, for all that you bring to the call, all that you bring to the table. We're going to fly over to the great big pond, across the big pond, to Dr. Anita Poole. Anita, are you with us today?
Yes, I'm here, Dale. Can you hear me?
I hear you good. What's some of those great quotes you got for us today?
Oh, right. Actually, it is ever so much about, what both of you were talking about. And it's no surprise we are called Team Effort Network. Mel and Amy are bending over backwards to reward people who work as a team, who put in the effort, who build the network of people using the products, network of people who want to make income, and people who are taking action and going out there, sharing the products, sharing the income opportunity. It's that simple. And, great training absolutely every day. And it is exactly what Denise was saying. It is posture, persistence. I like that. Those 2 Ps, posture and persistence. And it is all about realizing that we've got in our hands not just any ordinary products. These are not ordinary health and well-being products. These are amazing health and well-being products because they're high quality, they come from a good source, they're natural, and they work. And we've got loads of testimonials that show that they work. And actually, do you know, I found out that in a recent documentary, actually, cravings are higher. Cravings for the wrong things. They are higher in Americans, Latinos, and Asians. They're higher than in Africa and Europe. Now, Europe, Europe is not innocent. Europe has got a huge obesity crisis, and the UK actually is the worst out of Europe. But they haven't got to the bottom of exactly why yet, but cravings for the wrong things are higher. And, cravings are often to do with taste buds. They're often to do with the kind of foods that are marketed in the media. It's through the history. Obviously, American portions are much larger. Traditionally, people went for the beef burgers and often big milkshakes, all of that kind of thing. It's really now people are just beginning to realize that health and well-being is so important, and you don't have to go for these huge portions and huge milkshakes that have tons and tons of calories and often things that are artificial in them. They were done as a marketing ploy. They were done the more your eyes see, the more you want. That's the marketing behind it. And also, it was done, after the war when people needed fattening up. We don't need fattening up now. We need slimming down. And what do we have in our hands? We have the natural Slim by 10. We have the natural Trim by 10 drink. And we have all the other fantastic vitamins, minerals, antioxidants in our other sprays. So, it's incredible what we've got in our hands. It ties in very much with all that is going on in terms of trends. And our bodies they're actually hardwired to want fat, to want to store fat. Because our bodies were actually made in the days of the cavemen when you had to hunt for your food, when literally in the summertime you had access to more food. In the wintertime you had less access to food. You couldn't store food. The only way you could store the food was in the fat in your body. That's actually the purpose of fat. It's to store food for the days of famine when you don't have any food. Nowadays, in the Western world, definitely, and in even in Asia, in Africa, the lifestyle, the improvement in the living standards is dramatic. And there's certainly in many, many areas there is not famine. Obviously there is poverty still in the world in every single country, but gone are the days where people need to overeat in order to store fat. So why I'm mentioning that is the body was actually made to store fat. And so we're hardwired to want fat. Fat actually helps to pull us up to feel satiated. But nowadays, we don't need to store that fat. So we need to control our cravings. We need to control how our body was conditioned to want to store fat. And guess what? The Slim by 10 actually helps us do it. I've certainly found that it helps me with my cravings. I've certainly found that it helps me store less fat. And loads of people have found that. So, there are countries in the world that are advancing dramatically. China is advancing dramatically. There are many, many countries that are advancing so incredibly fast, actually faster than the Western world. And you know how they're doing it? They're doing it with teamwork, with discipline, with keeping focused, and eye on the goal all the time. And I looked at some of that's happening in the world, and I thought that's exactly what we need to do in Team Effort Network. Those are the qualities, the kind of qualities Denise talks about, Nikisha talks about, all the trainers talk about every single day. We've got to literally absorb those and go out and do it, basically. Robert Cavett said, character is the ability to carry out a good resolution long after the excitement of the moment has passed. Now, it's incredibly exciting what we've got in our hands, the TN sprays, the Trim by 10 drink. It's incredibly exciting, this unprecedented pay plan. But even after the excitement, we've got to go out there and carry out the actions constantly. A Catalan proverb is, from the bitterness of dis-ease, man learns the sweetness of health. That's what we've got in our hands, basically. We've got the sweetness of health. We've got to give that sweetness to other people. Doug Larson said, life expectancy would grow by leaps and bounds if green vegetables smelt as good as bacon. Well, people are having the bacon full of fat and not having the natural green vegetables and the natural fruits, the natural plants, basically. So we've got to return to what's natural, and that's what we've got in our sprays. So, great calls every day. They're absolutely great calls. Rosalind Carter said, a leader takes people where they want to go, but a great leader takes people where they ought to be. That's what we're doing on the TEI calls. That's why it's so important to plug in every day. John C. Maxwell said, leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. That's what you've got on the calls. You've got people who realize how far ahead we are of literally the health and well-being industry with what we've got in our hands, how far ahead we are, even in the network marketing industry with the pay plan that we've got in our hands, and they're able to translate exactly how to do this. So, plug in and literally go. Lastly, Dwight Eisenhower said, leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something because he wants to do it. So literally, it's about educating people about health and well-being. It's about educating them about the sprays and the opportunity. And literally, that's the art of Team Effort Network. Back to you, Dale.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Nadia Poole from the UK. Great, interesting quote on leadership and getting people not only to where they want to be, but where they ought to be. That's a great quote. I love it. Thank you guys for joining us on this call today. Don't forget, September 26th here is the East Coast Regional. A lot of things are happening. We're going to have all of our coaches on Monday through Friday here and many more. It's going to be an exciting event. Don't forget to check the Team Effort Network Facebook page. There's a great new video that Robert Hickings put out for us, talking about two events, one on the West Coast in Southern California, and as well as the one here on the East Coast. Get that information. Great videos to send out. There's some great quality videos that he put together. So don't forget, September 26th, here on the East Coast in Maryland, at the Greenbelt Marriott. We're going to be here, and we're going to be locking it in and have. It's really going to be a 2-night event. Friday night, we're going to have some great stuff going on for people who are traveling in our great city to just hang out, and then we're going to kick it off Saturday with our regional, with all of our trainers and our coaches. So you definitely want to be here. You want to get your teams here. You want to prepare to come. Get your buses. Get your vans. I know Kevin Vaughn is talking about vans and buses coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. So we're really excited about what's going to take place on September 26th. All right, guys, it's all over for this week. But next week, bright and early on Monday, be back here. We're going to have Coach Nikisha Vaughn, and she's going to kick it off early in the morning for the first time of the week, and it's going to set the tone for next week every single day. So get back out here and let's go share over the weekend, talk to some people, build your business, understand you are in control of how much money you make based on how much you share. We're really excited to have you on the call today. Now get off this call and go build your business. This call is officially over. Thank you so much.